Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, 20. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Back. Check. Crunch. Check. Check. Motion.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Gurley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Value 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Dorsett on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun again to Henderson. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 21-yard line.
On the double. Right. He's done on you. Hey, we are.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The first time I saw Marcus Peters was in a practice session when he was at the University of Washington. And I literally was watching someone else, and my eyes kept going to him. I thought he played the corner position with extreme intelligence, even as an undergrad there.
What year was that?
It would have been his sophomore year at Washington, and he's carried over those same playmaking skills to the NFL, and we just saw him knock one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 15.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 180. Hey, kill.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury.
Super one. 48's Mike. All day, baby, all day. Hey, seam 6. 48's the Mike. I'm coming. Check 26.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
20. 5. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Big edge. Jim. SOS.
On first down, it's Gurley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Wise motion. Mike 48.
Back to throw. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. It's caught left side by Cooks. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
We go tonight. 180. Man, I got you. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. 2 for 1, 2 for 1. 2 up. I'm coming after you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Check 31.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second down, it's Henderson. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Everyone come forward.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. third down. Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Baltimore.
Ready. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Kill. Turn up. '59's Mike. Check. 59. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Go. Hey, let's get there. Echo.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the twist.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. But now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 52. Watch out. Check it back. Switch. Alert flare. Tighten up. Check hot route. Hot. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson, now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, 30, 10, for touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
58, boys, 58, Mike. 3 buns, 3 buns.
Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
48, Mike. 48, Mike. Come on, D. 48 for Mike. Hey, watch the lane.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. 6 guys.
Jackson now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of the play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike, go to the 180.
He gets it to Cooks. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch, switch, switch.
Throwing on third. Goff. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's good for Rams.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hold on. Check.
Gurley again here on first down. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Mike 20. Trip. You got trips. You got three. Maverick. Deep third. Tie left.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he fires one incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's third and goal.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Rapid. Mike 48. Hey, pick your game up. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. 48's the mic.
We go. 76. What's that?
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Goff now looks to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Kill.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
I got you, boy. Tight dog.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Bang. Wide. Get wide.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your...
And he's going to go down again. Samson Abuka, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Goff now looking to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
12. Let's go. Smooth.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Watch twist.
49. Check 49.
From the gun, here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Tackle made by Akeem Talib. A gain of 11 on the play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Henderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Check. Fresno.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Mike 2.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's third down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch two. Hey, Charlie. It's now time. Mike 2. You got nothing to get. You got hardball. Choose the mic. Is that? Watch two. Guys, it's game situation. Hardball. Jack. Watch the ship. Hey. Super 1. Watch the ship. Check. Check nickel. Switch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get him. Check. Lucky. Hardball. Hardball's up.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.